my criteria for a number of the tunes, like the first tune on the album, Reconnections, was I wanted to be the kind of thing where if you walked into a club, you heard that playing, you think, okay, I'm going to plant myself down here and stick around for a while because this sounds like a good time. Reconnections is actually about reconnecting with your friends and the people you love, and the pleasure of reconnecting. And I guess, as it turned out, it wound up being somewhat about my reconnecting with people as a result of trying to recover from my injury. I had this car wreck that screwed up my left hand, my left forearm. And there was some question as to whether I'd be playing at all again. And I've recovered enough to where I can play. I had a real desire to get back and do the recording I was trying to do when I got hurt. 2 years had passed, and it was very aware of the passage of time when your own mortality is brought into question. So I wanted to get on this thing. And also I wanted to have a recording for my mom of a tune I'd written for her a number of years earlier, and we'd never recorded it. It's called Nancy Ellen. It's one of the tracks on the CD. And so that was another thing that got me going on it. Actually, I think probably the most pleasant recording session I've done. The people in the band are all great people, and they were all very, very supportive and helpful, and they all really contributed. Everybody really tried to make it the best it could be. So it felt great. And Lincoln Adler on tenor and also on alto. Greg Sankovich, he's playing grand piano on it. He's playing Hammond B3 organ with Leslie, speaker, and also some Fender Rhodes. We wanted to go for some of that old school electric piano sound. Ross Wilson was playing trumpet, trombone, and flugelhorn. We had Alan Hall on drums, and I've not played with Alan before these sessions, and he did a wonderful job, fitting great. And then Michelle Gerlitz was on percussion, and she's just this great percussionist and super sweet person. My friend and frequent employer, Mr. Jinx Jones, was playing guitar on a tune titled Fried Chicken. And we also had Tony Marcus on acoustic rhythm guitar, swing guitar. And one more guest musician we had was Jeff Cressman. We recorded the whole thing at Fantasy, and Fantasy in Berkeley is a great studio. So it's the only album where I sing. And mercifully, I only do that on one track. But we got this tune that I wrote called My Bald Head. And My Bald Head was written one day driving down Marin Avenue over in Albany. Cruising along. Had this melody and lyric come into my head, and it was, I like blondes, I like brunettes. Well, that's a pretty dumb one. What do you do with that? That's kind of a name. It's even kind of sexist. I don't know. It doesn't promise much. And then 2 blocks later, I come up with, but most of all, I like my bald head. And I think, what the hell? I just came up with a theme song for myself.
I had curly locks, but they'd been set free. No unruly shock of hair for me.
I want people to know that when I got hurt, it was expected that I would probably not really be able to use the left hand again. Certainly not for playing. And I had to confront that. I had to confront it the moment the injury happened, because I could see the extent of the injury, and it was obviously really severe. What I'd like to share with people is your outcome may be better than people expect, better than they expect, better than you expect, and that you really need to put in the work yourself to do rehab, do physical therapy, do exercise, to push yourself even when it's not working very well. Because there were months before I was really showing any progress. And you have to just don't give up. Don't give up. It may be better than expected. And there's a wide variety of outcomes that can happen, and you can be on the positive end of that. And, don't assume that that's not a possibility for yourself. So say have hope. Simple as that. Have hope, work hard, persevere. It presents me the way I want to present myself. It's, I think, a real good summary also of just where I am as a person, where I'm at in my head, where I am musically, where I am on my physical recovery. And also lets you know in some ways, like what it is that I intend to keep on doing. This recording was in large part a way for me to reclaim my life. The phrase I've used is that to get back to my previously scheduled life of playing music, rolling on the bay, and living my life, and as a musician, as a songwriter, as a band leader, putting out another record is a big part of reclaiming that life.